right, here it is, our very first Deck Roulette deck. So, we had to make a brawl deck. It had to be 3 colors. It had to be all multicolored spells, so no monocolored spells, and 0 rares and mythics, and also no artifacts. So boy, was this a challenge. There were only 5 tri-colored brawl commanders that were not rare or mythic. So we decided to go with Quasar, Augur of Agonies. It's a 4 mana 3/4 that says, with Vigilance, it says whenever you draw a card, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So basically our goal is to drain our opponent through attrition and flying little tokens and guys and draining from drawing and doing stuff when we draw cards and all kinds of ridiculous stuff. Now, just so you can see, all of these cards that look like they're monocolored are technically multicolored. This is a white card with a blue kicker. This is a blue card with a black kicker. Same thing with all these things. These all have some multicolored kicker or adventure on them. So every single card in this deck is multicolored. Every single card is common or uncommon, including the lands. There are no rares or mythics. It is super budget. I don't know if we can win games with this, but we're gonna try. The wheel has spoken, and the wheel giveth us this. So let me I'm not gonna go over every single card, but we're just gonna kind of take a look at some of the more important things. We're playing things like Judge's Familiar and Lingering Souls, and we've got a couple like Drog Skull Captain and Imperial Eagle that give all our little flyers +1/+1. We've got a decent amount of little counters and some ways to pump our creatures in like Wrath, Weatherlight Captain, you know, Guild Mage lets us draw and discard, things like that. A bunch of ways to make little tokens, a bunch of ways for us to drain the opponent a little bit at a time. Hidden Stockpiles are really sweet, uncommon in this list. We've also got Rona, which lets us draw, which lets us drain the opponent anytime we cast an instant or sorcery. We've got Baron, which makes additional vampires anytime we make tokens. We've got all kinds of flyers that just let us draw cards or make tokens or come back from the graveyard. So this was the best I could come up with these rules. So again, just a quick reminder of the rules. It had to be a brawl deck. It had to be 3 colors. It had to be all multicolored spells, so no monocolored spells, all uncommons and commons, and we weren't allowed to play any artifacts. Which, given the first 3 restrictions, that was a doozy, because artifact mana ramp or artifact mana fixing or just there's so many artifacts in the common and uncommon slot that could have helped us out a lot. And so not being able to play those was tough, but I did it. I built a brawl deck with those conditions, and the goal of this video is to just win a game at least. And we will see if we can maybe win more than one. Who knows? This deck doesn't feel awful, so we'll see. Let's get into those games. All right, let's see if we can win a game with this nonsense. Our opponent is playing Zoraline. I'm not sure how the deck weighting works in this. I feel like I'm not sure. I don't like this hand. I feel like it cares about the quality of your deck, so maybe we don't get pitted against people playing like cards that should be banned. We get to go first. This is reasonable. Secure a storefront to go get an island. Planes from our opponent. And authority of the consoles. That is kind of annoying. Let's go ahead and play an Orthoth Guildgate. Kite Sail Freebooter, that's annoying. It's gonna snatch one of our things. What's he gonna snatch, I wonder? Dovin's Veto, okay. Well, I suppose we'll get down Vega. Since it has Ward, and it can block Freebooter eventually. Alright, Hinterland Sanctifier. And Fear Surveillance. So far it seems like the opponent's playing a pretty tame deck as well. Let's go ahead and get our commander down. Draw a card. No attacks, because we want to block this kite sail if we can. I think the way Brawl works, maybe we get lucky and it pairs us down to low power decks. That might be our only saving grace. Alright. Opponent gets in with their fear, surveils. No blocks. Alright, very nice. Drain the opponents. Let's play Cloud Blazer. Draw some cards, gain some life, drain the opponent. Dovin's pretty nice. Amalia. Oh, that is annoying. Amalia can grow, but we can exile that with Anguish Unmaking. Fear of Ridicule. Maybe we need to get rid of the authority of the consoles, honestly. What does this do? Oh, that's annoying. He's got a Heliod on top, too. Alright, so what do we do about this? We want to attack like this, see what he does. He does nothing. Well, in that case, I'm gonna Demolition Field this to get that Heliod off the top. Because that's gonna be a problem if we don't deal with it quickly. And then we... that needs to go. Alright, opponent's only got one non-land left. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, that's not the end of the universe. Okay, opponent whiffed on the land there. So I guess in this particular instance, we'll block Amalia. All right. So we definitely want to consecrate Amalia so we can't get that back. Draw a card. Find a land. I guess we'll play Baron. Scries, keeps it on top. Probably bad for us. Opponent's gonna get in with everything. No sense in not, right? gain a little bit of life with Purging Stormblood. And Bomb Descendant. And Staggering Insight. Alright. What can we do with what we've got here? I mean, honestly, this is probably the best thing we can do. If he doesn't have removal for Baron, then that should keep us alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Just getting in with the flyers. Is that lethal still? I don't think it is. We go up to 10, we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hornet Mills. We go to 1, I think. We went to 1. All right. We play Dovin. Until end of turn, we prevent the damage dealt by this.
Unoffensive.
And we get in like this. Oh wait, no, I messed up. Oh no, I'm so bad at this. I forgot that it prevents the damage dealt to it also. There's no way our opponent doesn't just attack with everything, right? Oh. I mean, he had the get lost anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. So even if we hadn't attacked, we still would have been in trouble. Oh well. All right, opponent number 2. Mendicant Core Guidelight. Alright, interesting. This is bad. This is better. Wrangler of the Damned, if we're lucky, can take over the game by itself sometimes. And we do get to go first, that's positive. We'll keep. Campus will come in first. Estuary, reveal the island. Alright, no more lies. Hey, we won a game! That doesn't count. I want to win a real game. All right, let's see if we can win with this nonsense. Beers McBeers playing Cotis the Fangkeeper. Cool. I'm hoping that the deck weighting will help us a little bit. We'll keep this. Get a swamp. And then hopefully the draw and discard off Evangel maybe will help us find a white source. Island for the opponent. Oh, that's a white source. Let's get Lingering Souls. Cotis is indestructible, but thankfully we have Fairgrounds Trumpeter. All right. Make the opponent sacrifice. Swamp. Opponent's gonna play their Cotis. Exile that. Get in for 3. Opponent plays a swamp. And gets rid of our sleeper. Aww. Alright, I guess we'll get down Quasar. Looks like the opponent has removal for Quasar. What does that do? Loses all its abilities? Okay. Suppose we'll discard Feeling of Dread, because we can flash that back. I'm gonna attack, because I'd like to just have it back in my command zone, honestly. And then we'll Runic Shot this Whirling Storm Brood. It does seem like the deck weighting is helping, because this is a terrible deck of Magic cards. Trash the town. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna... Oh, that is a sorcery, okay. Oops. My goodness, these cards are so bad I forget that... RTFC Severn, RTFC Severn. I just drew 2 free cards because we forgot how Magic cards worked, because we could have tapped it with Feeling of Dread. Alright, Judge's Familiar. Come on, let the cute little birdie resolve. Alright, Lingering Souls. The souls, they're lingering. Alright. Get in. And then we will use this as a sorcery like we're supposed to destroy Whirling Stormbrood, hopefully. Alright, they Phantom Interference it. You got it, opponent. Your Stormbrood lives another day. I'm gonna counter unless you pay 1. Ha! Watch him actually pay it. That'd have been funny. Witness protection. All right. Opponent's being annoying with these lose all abilities. Synchronized charge. I don't care what I gotta do. I'm winning game. I'm gonna win a game with this pile of nonsense. It's gonna happen. Hooray! He didn't do anything. Alright, so let's go ahead and play Quasar again. Counterspell. Attack for 3 more. Listen, I'm gonna tap stuff. Hey, you wanna see something funny? Indestructible doesn't stop -1 counters. Lohar. Ashion. Mill 4 cards, and then get that graveyard out of here. Oh my gosh, we might actually win this game. The DC Brood Tyrant. Okay, well we get to exile his graveyard again. Ooh, that's a good draw. Tap, tap.
Your final terror is upon.
I mean, he's in trouble, and we have a counter for anything that tries to remove anything of ours. Aha! We did it! We won a game with this nonsense! Oh man, alright. Ah, chick. Emerald Radiant. Alright, well that's something that's not super fast. Maybe we have some time. Okay. We can go get a black with the escape tunnel. Alright, let's get a swamp. Snow covered and mesmeric orb. Oh goodness. That kind of helps both of us probably. I'm sure his deck cares a lot about what's in the graveyard, but we also have some things. Let's get Sin Collector. See what's in their hand. Putrefy can go bye-bye. What's that? Ant Queen? Ooh, okay. Interesting. Do we have something to get rid of this? I'm sure we can get rid of it. Thankfully, this is Brawl, so... Alright, what's the play here? Well, we have to Soul Search, right? We gotta get rid of Ant Queen, because that's gonna be a problem. I'm just gonna get in. He wants to block with Canker Bloom. We're cool with that. Alright, we can counter the 5-drop. Mill, 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 mill. All right. Staggering insight. All right, we found a land. That's good. We'll make this land tricolored. Skeet Swarm. Okay, well. They're gonna eventually play this odd chick and we're gonna die. There's the land they needed. I don't know if we can do anything about this. We need a counter spell and I just don't think we have one. I guess we play Quasar. Still have plenty of cards left, so. He gets 8 insects. Make some skeet swarms. Okay, this isn't that terrible. I mean, it's not great, because now every land he plays is gonna make more skeet swarms, but let's see what he does. Interesting. We're still at a pretty healthy life total, and he does have to draw a land. Of course he draws the land. We couldn't possibly be that lucky, right? This is ridiculous. I don't think there's a way out of this, honestly. I think we're just dead. Yeah, we're just dead. Okay, on to the next one. Alright, can we sneak out one more win? Sauron. Okay, well at least he can't cast that. That's a pretty expensive commander, so maybe. Scared we're not gonna draw land. I'm gonna risk it. Because I like hidden stockpile a lot. Ooh, alright. Swamp for the opponent and pilfer. Oh. Well, we have two things that let us snag an instant or sorcery out of their hand. What does Sauron do again? Okay. Alright, we'll sacrifice this to go get an island. We get a 1/1. Opponent plays an island. And Elspeth's Nightmare. Well, we will sacrifice that servo to scry. I'll take that. Let's get a swamp, play Intimidation Campaign. Drain the opponent, draw a card. Non-creature, non-land. They take our counter, that's fine. Swamp for the opponent. Alright, Waterfront District. I suppose we'll try to get Quasar down. Looks like they're gonna counter it. Very rude. Get in for one. That's gonna exile our graveyard. Thankfully we didn't have anything useful in there just yet. Saruman the White. 4/4, whenever you cast your second spell each turn, and that works too. Okay. Kite Sail Larcenist. Bounce this back. Got an odd Nixilis, which is kind of annoying. Crucius. Alright. Does he discard anything? He discards the counter spell. That's good news for us. All right. Well, let's play Intimidation Campaign. Go ahead and immediately pick it back up. And play it again. We're gonna drain him. Alright, well, Sauron, Lord of Darkness, has entered the battlefield. I guess we block. Alright, opponent discards the Obnixilis. Chooses Ambitious. Play this. Sack a token. That's fine. Get in with the bird. And if the opponent doesn't have a removal, Cloud Blazer will be nice this turn. Looks like they do have removal. I'll be pretty impressed if we manage to eke this one out. Opponent has a pretty impressive board state. What's their last card? That's annoying. Gives it flying. Oh no. And that means he gets to discard his hand and draw 4 cards. He didn't attack though. Okay. Oh, that's like an infinite loop. What? That's like an infinite loop. Oh man. All right. Okay. Do we just want to keep doing that, or do I want to consign this orc army? I think I want to consign this orc army. Beautiful. All right, we got rid of their orc army for the time being. Oh, we actually won a game! I found a secret hidden combo in the deck. Intimidation Campaign plus the commander. It's like infinite loopy goodness. We did it! And that was a good, like, our opponent had a good board. All right, and we're back for the post game. You know what? 44% win rate is not impressive, but for a deck like this, that's incredible. I know a couple of the games were a little cheese wins because the opponent probably salty scooped in response to having something countered, but I don't care. This deck was really hard to build. It was a really good challenge for my deck building skills, and this is a really fun idea, so I want to do more like this. So I want to hear what your ideas are. If you have other ideas for things I can put on the awesome roulette wheel for my next deck roulette, I want to hear in the comments. This definitely made me want to play more Brawl, because I don't play a lot of Brawl on the channel. So this was a really fun deck building challenge. It was definitely harder than I was expecting. I didn't think that the things I chose would end up being able to combine in such a way that would restrict me so much. But I feel like the 3 deck restriction. I feel like the format of picking a format, picking a color combination, and then picking 3 restrictions is a really good way to go about it. If you have feedback, I'd love to hear any of your ideas. This is a new series, and I would really like to keep doing things like this. It was a fun time, and it was definitely fun trying to win with something this janky. So if you made it to the end of this video, you're awesome, and I appreciate you. I hope that if you enjoyed this and you want to see more stuff like this in the future, you'll take a quick moment to hit that like button, and if I've earned your subscription, I would appreciate that as well. So thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.